Hey, get over yourself. It's not about you, all right? What's poppin'? My name is Neal Hopson, and Neallytime. I run a company called One Goal Global. And basically what we do is we create amazing experiences online, on stage, on air that engage people, that add value to people around the world. And I want to help you. That's right. I want to help you get over yourself. Now, with my company as speaking, MC, live DJ, creative direction, I'm on the radio in so many different markets, in syndicated show, and I want to help you get over you and put the shine, put the light on your audience. Okay, this is the biggest mistake that everybody makes when it comes to being on stage. People think that it's about them. It's about me, me, me. What about me? And the thing is about it all being about you is it's short-lived. People see right through. They're like, this guy, this gal. It's all about them. What about me? Everybody's thinking. Joyce Meyer writes a great book. What about me? Everybody's thinking of that. Now, if you are the person on stage, whether you're speaking, entertaining, engaging the audience, you should be thinking about how can I give something to them. Now, what can I get from them? Heard a great story from Michael Jr. He's a comedian and a speaker, and he was telling jokes, and it came to a point where he was like, how can I give the audience laughter instead of getting laughter from the audience? Because everybody's singing on stage. I want to get something from them so I can feel good about myself and I can high five once I get off stage and everything's great. But if you're thinking, how can I get something? It's selfish. But if you're thinking, how can I give something? That's the main thing. And if you can master that, everybody's going to want to invite you back and everybody's going to want to be your friend because you're constantly giving. I had it wrong for so many years. I was always thinking, okay, my job is to serve God and please people. Right. Serve God and please people. And that sounded so good and healthy until I heard one thing from E.T. Eric Thomas, a hip hop preacher. He said, no, my goal is to please God and serve people. Please God by serving people. And when you get the right order, then everything becomes a little easier. Okay. Now, one thing about getting over yourself is that it takes humility. It takes you to say, you know what? I know I can do some cool tricks on the DJ turntables. I know I can do some really cool dance moves, and I can roll, I can break dance, I can do all the things. That's great and all, but it can be self-serving if it's all about you. Your mindset is, how can I wow people? I'm always thinking when I approach the stage, how can I give something? How can I engage the audience? So when you walk on stage, whether you're a speaker, an MC, whether you're a host, whether you're entertaining, think about, okay, what does the audience need today? Right? How can I prepare to make sure the audience goes here and then they go here, right? And it's scientifically proven, hear me out, scientifically proven that if you get your heart rate up, right, you get your endorphins up, then you're more likely to receive what's coming next. Now, I look at my job, whether I'm an MC coming on stage, is to warm the audience up for what's coming after me, right? I'm warming the audience up for what's coming after me because that's my job. My job is not to shine. My job is to point the light somewhere else. And when you have that approach, then everybody wins. Okay? Now, if I'm using humor, I might use music, I might use dancing, I might go out into the audience. Now, when you go out into the audience, beware that you don't throw the camera people off. Especially if you're live streaming or they have special lighting on you, you go into the audience in the dark, they can't see you. It's a whole mess online. Now, if you go out to the audience, make sure you highlight somebody and make them feel warm and welcome. Or pull that person on stage if it's approved to make sure that that person gets their spot, their shine real quick, and then you can move on to the next thing. When you do that and people are dancing or people are laughing or people are moving, having a good time, high-fiving one another, talking to their neighbor, doing something that's engaging and interactive, guess what? It's a better chance that they're going to be more engaged with you and they're going to be more engaged with what's coming next. Because my job as an entertainer or whatever my role is for that thing, it's to help the client get their people to take the next step. Whether it's in a ministry setting, maybe it's to take the next step towards salvation or whatever that calls for. Maybe it's a corporate setting where they're like, hey, I want you to take the next steps into these courses. Or maybe people want you to buy something afterwards. If you can set them up for success, the clients will always want you back. The people will want you back because you made them feel good. Most people won't remember what you say. They won't remember your funny jokes. They won't remember all the cool things that you did. But guess what? They're going to remember how you made them feel. Yeah, you look cute. Yeah, you look good. Your outfit's laid out. But if what's coming out of your mouth, it's all about you, then you're missing the whole point. I know that you can do a great job if you keep the quick, simple steps in mind of like, hey, how can I, please God, serve people? How can I make sure I take the audience from here to up here? And it could be using a variety of things. Use your tool belt. Whatever's in your tool. If you're not a comedian, you don't crack good jokes, don't crack. Please don't do that. Right? If you are a dancer and you like to move a little bit, move, do your thing, but just don't move too much where everything starts being about you. Right? I know you can dance, but it ain't the time for you to be dancing. Right? If you are, I don't know, a great singer, you may be able to sing a little something, hit a couple of tunes, but make sure you find a way to put the spotlight on your audience. My name is Neal Hopson. On the radio, they call me Neallytime. That's right. And I love sharing some good tips with you to help you become a better communicator, whether it's on stage, online, or on air. We'll talk soon.